What is going on, guys? It is Day Trip here, and recently I did promise that we would be getting into the juicy parts of the Matthew Cote Dead by Daylight podcast interview. And a quick refresher, Matthew Cote is lead developer of Dead by Daylight, whom was hosted on Slasher Radio, and they have a podcast there. They had him on and were able to ask some great questions. My previous video, I did go over pretty much the full context of that interview, but I did not get to the real meat of things here, if you will, which is Matthew touching on licenses such as Terrifier and Stranger Things, and their likeliness of if they're going to be in the game or not in the future. So with that, let's just dive in, guys.
And I know how limited you are, but I would probably be crucified if I didn't bring it up. Stranger Things.
Yeah, what about it?
Everyone's begging for Hawkins Lab and just all how relevant it is now. People just want so much more of it. I guess it's kind of the same road as the Terrifier 2. It's just, what's the stance on this now as far as Dead by Daylight? Is this something that, how interested are you guys in revisiting?
Have you talked to people at Netflix recently?
I've tried to.
Yeah, me too.
That's super fair.
I mean, we have never wanted to remove content from the game.
Absolutely.
It's never been our plan or a business plan. That being said, we have talked about potentially like limited time offers for a few different things, because that could be interesting, but that's never been the plan so far. And so it was not our decision to remove that content. And if we could get it back, we would be happy to.
Absolutely. Well, one more thing
Matthew hits back with their we haven't been able to reach Netflix, have you? No. So we got two big things there. It's been relatively tough for DBD to get in talks with Netflix again in regards to the license for Stranger Things. The second big thing there, Matthew speaks about them never wanting to remove a property that's been added to the game. It's never their intent, aside from events that are always time limited. But for the actual content, such as Hawkins Lab and Steve and Nancy, they were supposed to stay. So it looks like they were removed by Netflix. It seems like Matthew hasn't had a great ton of luck in getting the license back or expanding upon it, which is kind of a big heartbreaker for me. I'm a huge Stranger Things fan, and especially after seasons 4, part 1 and 2, I so badly wanted shirtless Steve, bandaged up, cosmetic, as well as shotgun wielding Nancy, and maybe even Max as a survivor with Vecna. I mean, that would just make perfect sense. Of course, my dreams were a little shattered there, but it's not the end here. They're always fighting for licenses. Of course, the Duffer Brothers are insanely busy with finishing Stranger Things. I honestly don't think that has anything to do with it, as it seems to be like the head Netflix licensing CFO. But regardless, it is refreshing to get some update on context. I think we should all still be super excited for what we have upcoming here with End Transmission, the confirmation of 2 big license chapters in the upcoming year, and a ton of other great stuff, which I'll be covering here shortly. Alright guys, so there is the licenses talk. Of course, we have some Naughty Bear in there as well, which is always fun to touch on. Naughty Bear was great, and I did not know that was Behavior's first real game, so that's cool in itself. But yeah, some good information there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and had fun. If you did fuck with the video, please go ahead and leave a like and sub, as it helps this new growing channel who is dying to sprout its little wings. If you didn't like the video, please let me know why. You can, of course, go ahead and dislike it, but feedback is always super welcome. It's the only way we can grow. But yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. That's about it.